good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. You're gonna see me looking out the window a lot because I think my boss is coming, but I really wanted to film this video while the thoughts were still fresh in my mind. So if you see me looking like that a lot, that's what I'm doing. So welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to sunny LA, California. I just wanted to sit down real quick and do this video and share this with you because, like I said, I want this channel to be an inspiration. And so as soon as I am on this glow up journey, whenever I learn new lessons, I just want to share them with you. So this week has been very challenging, to say the least. I have mentioned before that ever since I started doing my workouts early in the morning, I wake up very early, around 5:30. That's the time that I like to get up in the morning and get ready to leave so I can get to the gym by 7 o'clock the earliest, 7:15 the latest, get a workout in and be able to get to the office by 9. And so I've been getting up very early, and in an attempt to get as much sleep as possible, I've been going to bed early, faithfully between 9:30 and 9:45 every night. I've been doing it, but I've been getting up in the early mornings around 2:30, 3:30. It's been consistently happening, and I feel like it's really starting to affect me. On Tuesday, today's Friday, by the way. On Tuesday, when I was on my way to the gym, as I was driving, I could barely keep my eyes open. I had gotten up around 2:30, and this time I said, you know what? When I go back to sleep and I wake up groggy. So let me just stay up. It's what's the point of going back to sleep? And apparently that was a mistake because I really was so sleepy. Thank God I didn't fall asleep on my way to work, to the gym. I did my workouts. It was extremely difficult that day. I was very tired. And I got to the office and I was just feeling chilly. I had chills. Okay, hold on. Okay. So where was I? So yeah, I had chills when I got back to the office. I was just not feeling very well. So what I did that afternoon, I left work a little early. I got home and I decided that I was not gonna go to work the following day, which was Wednesday. Wednesdays are my days off in the middle of the week from working out. And so I said, I'm just gonna stay home. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna sleep in. And I just need to get myself in order. Yes, this is me editing, and I realized that I never really explained why I was feeling sick. I think I was just exhausted and a little under caloried, but I never really got to explain that. So I just wanted to clarify in case some of you were wondering if I was coming down with COVID or something like that. No, I was just not feeling well. It was the exhaustion, and maybe I wasn't eating enough. That's it. Back to the video. And I did that. It was a wonderful night of sleep. I did get up around 2:30 as usual, but this time my mom had told me, because I mentioned to her what was happening, and she said, why don't you do deep breathing to help you fall back asleep? So when I got up that early in the morning, around that time, I did that. I did some deep breathing. I fell right back asleep. I slept in, and I was very relaxed that day. But I made sure that day to do everything right, to make sure, okay, I'm definitely going to go to bed early. I packed my clothes, because I get my clothes for the day packed away, because I drive to the gym already in my workout gear. And I did that early. I even went for a night walk, because I know that before I started going to the gym, I know that every time I would go out and feel the night air and go walking, that would really help me get a really good night's sleep. So I did that. I got a nice little walk. It was a chilly night. I was well bundled up. I just love those chilly night walks. So I did that. I just got ready to go to bed. I went to bed at around 9:25, I think, and I slept very easily. Woke up the next morning again, early in the morning, around 2:30, Struggled a bit to get back to sleep, but I did. And I woke up around 5:30. I wasn't as groggy, but I was discouraged. I was so discouraged. That was Thursday, yesterday. Because I feel, see, I can deal with difficulty of doing difficult things. If I'm working out and I'm lifting weights, that's difficult to do. And there's gonna be pain in my joints and my muscles are gonna be achy and I'm gonna be feeling a little, worn down. I can deal with that because I expect that to happen. But when I'm doing all the right things to try and go to sleep and stay asleep until I get my full 8 hours and it doesn't happen, it's very discouraging because you're trying different things. Okay, let me go to bed early. Let me make sure that everything is quiet. I have my earplugs in so that I don't hear anything. I have my eye mask. I have all the curtains closed and my environment is in the ideal way to get a good night's sleep. And when it's not happening, you feel like, is it me? Is there something, am I broken? Because I'm trying different things and I'm getting the same result. I mean, people say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different result. Well, try doing different things to get a different result and you're just getting the same result. That will drive you to insanity. I mean, I was feeling very discouraged yesterday and I didn't even do all the reps. Even though, like I said, I wasn't as tired, I guess my spirit wasn't in it. And I didn't finish all the reps in my workout yesterday. And I was feeling down. So I got home last night and I said, you know what? I have been trying so hard to do the right thing, to get to bed early, to do everything on time. Tonight, I just don't care. I don't care what time I go to bed. If I'm gonna get the same result, if I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, it doesn't matter. So I think I just, I was lazy. I was watching TV. I watched TV up until the last second that I went to sleep because that's another thing that I had stopped doing. I stopped looking at screens maybe a half an hour to an hour before going to sleep, and it still wasn't helping. So I was just like, nothing matters. I went to sleep, and to my amazement, I slept the whole night. I went to sleep at around 10:45, slept until 5:23 something this morning. When I woke up and it was still dark, I was thinking, okay, yeah, right, it's 2 something. But when I looked at the clock and I saw that it was 5:23, I was like, what? I stayed asleep? Now, I'm not gonna celebrate and say, I found the answer, go to bed at 10:45. That is not the answer. I don't know what is the answer, but I came to this conclusion because I woke up, I was feeling good. I went to the gym. I started my workout. Today was upper body and I felt sore on my shoulder. And I was thinking, wow, I must have, kind of injured myself or something is sore. Maybe I sprained something. And I said, you know what? I have been such a stickler in wanting to do all the reps, all the sets, do it exactly the way it is in the program. But you know what? Today, I'm going to be gentle on myself. My shoulder doesn't feel so good. So I'm just going to be gentle. I'm going to lift lighter weights. I'm going to do fewer reps if I need to, but I am not going to push myself in an effort to do it perfectly. And you know what? As I was doing the reps on one of the machines, the rowing machine where you pull back, I was doing much lighter weight than I was doing up until now. And I realized that my form was really good. I was able to get the full range of motion. I was able to stay upright. And I realized I have been trying to follow the rules. Lift heavier, lift heavier, lift heavier, get heavier. If you're lifting less than you did last week, you're failing. So you have to keep moving, keep moving. I realize in my effort to follow the rules, I stopped paying attention to my body and what my body needed and what I needed to do to get the forms correctly, to get the number of reps done correctly. And that's when it dawned on me, my perfectionism is raising its ugly head, and it's sabotaging my workouts. Yes, I want to be able to do all the reps and to increase the weights and to do it perfectly and to follow the rules. But sometimes the rules don't apply to me in that precise moment. And today, when I realized that my shoulder was sore and I couldn't do all the reps or I couldn't do the heavy weights that I was doing, I realized, yeah, those are the rules, but the rules don't apply to me today. So today I am breaking the rules, and that's gonna be fine. And it sounds like such a little thing maybe to you, but like I said, I am such a perfectionist. I was that little girl that always wanted to get everything right, to get the right answer, to do everything perfectly the way the teacher wanted it. And I'm following this program, and I want to do it exactly the way the instructor is telling me to do it. And the truth is, it doesn't always apply to me, because there are going to be days that I can't lift that heavy, because if I lift that heavy, my form is not going to be that good. And if my form is not good, I can injure myself. And I was thinking maybe I was lifting too heavy, and that's how I ended up spraining something in my shoulder. So the new rule is I'll break the rules when I have to break the rules. For people like me, maybe you can testify to this, who are always trying to follow the rules and do everything perfectly, in many ways that has held us back. And when I look around at the people who are doing what they love to do, they're enjoying life, they're doing things the way they want to do them, they're living the life they wanted to live, these are people who know that sometimes you just have to break the rules. And I'm such a goody two shoes sometimes. And it's good to obey the rules because they're there to keep us safe for the most part. But if you're a chronic rule follower, you're just a cog in the wheel. You're just gonna get lost in the machinery, and you're just gonna be in the background, while the people who are not afraid to break the rules from time to time are going to step out of the machine and step into the life that they want to live. And so that's the lesson for the day. It's okay to break the rules. It's okay to step out of the box. It's okay to color outside the lines. These are words of advice that we have gotten from time to time. But understand, it's hard for some of us. But I have come to the conclusion that in order to live this life that I want to live, I started this channel to challenge myself, to do things that are difficult, that are different. And the only way that I am going to get to that ultimate goal, what's my ultimate goal? To live a happy, healthy, fulfilling, content life in Malibu. That's the goal. That's what I want. And in order to get there, I'm going to have to learn to break the rules. I'm not talking about being delinquents and being criminals. And I'm not talking about that kind of breaking the rules. I'm talking about today I'm going to decrease the weights, and I'm going to focus on my form. I'm going to focus on doing it the way that it works for me, not necessarily the way the program was written, because the way the program was written worked for the person who wrote the program. But I am a different person, and I need to follow my own pace. And this was really difficult for me because this is the first week of the last month of the 12-week program. And I just have to make peace with the fact that I'm not going to come to the end. My goal was to come to the end, having done it exactly the way it was written and exactly the way it was prescribed to be done. Maybe that's not going to be the case. Maybe I'm going to come to the finish line with the weights looking something very different from how I started, with the number of reps being very differently from where I started. And I think that's going to set me up for when I come to the end of this program, and I'm going to be doing more of a workout that's tailor-made for me, by me. This is really setting me up to understand that that's how I am going to tailor make my life to my standards, and maybe that is the key to living the life that I want to live. I don't know where you are in life. I turned 48 in December, and I've come to this point with very little to show for it. And that has happened because I have been obeying the rules and the steps that other people prescribed because it worked for them. And today, this week, I came to the conclusion that it's time for me to create my own rules and decide what I want to do. And it's going to be like that from now on. And so I'm really excited about that. So I wanted to share that little message with you. I hope that you get something from this message. I hope that you learn to create new rules for yourself that are going to take you into the place that you want to be. And I hope that as you do that, you will be living a more fulfilling, happy, healthy life. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.